This is the refining ground, where God shapes men through truth and discipline. The culture you live in is not neutral. It's disciplining you. You are being shaped whether you realize it or not. And if you're not intentional about who you're becoming, you will become whatever the world is producing. Every day, something influences you. What you watch, what you laugh at, what you scroll past without thinking. You may think it's harmless. You may think it's just entertainment. But 1 Corinthians 15:33 says, "Do not be deceived. Bad company corrupts good character." And that doesn't just mean people. It includes what you keep around you digitally. Spiritual formation just doesn't happen in church. It also happens in your habits. Every influence is either pulling you closer to God or training you to live without Him. Romans chapter 12 verse 2 says, "Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." Also, Colossians chapter 2 verse 8 says, "See to it that no one takes you captive by philosophy and empty deceit, according to the world." The word conformed means to be shaped, pressed, molded. If you do nothing, the world will do everything. Let me repeat that. If you do nothing, the world will do everything. The default setting of your life is not growth, it's drift. And drift will always move you away from God. The culture doesn't need your permission. It just needs your attention. It doesn't force you. It feeds you. And most men are overfed and underdeveloped. Psalm chapter 101 verse 3 says, "I will set no wicked things before my eyes." But today, most men don't guard their eyes. They entertain everything. Constant scrolling, endless noise, no resistance. And over time, conviction fades. Not because you chose rebellion, but because you stopped resisting. If you don't guard your mind, the world will fill it. Proverbs chapter 4 verse 23 says, "Guard your heart with all diligence, for from it flows the springs of life." And what feeds your heart? What you allow in. You don't accidentally become a strong man of God. Joshua chapter 1 verse 8 says to meditate on God's word day and night. That's intentional living. You choose what gets access to your eyes, your ears, your attention, because what you consume eventually controls you. If the culture is drifting one way and you're not resisting, then you're drifting with it. James chapter 4 verse 4 says, "Friendship with the world is enmity with God." Following God requires resistance. It will cost you comfort. It will cost you approval, but it will build you into the man God called you to be. Today's challenge for you is to just don't live in this world. Stand against it. Be set apart. Matthew chapter 5 verse 14 says, "You are the light of the world." So live like it. If this message spoke to you, like it, share it with a Christian brother, and subscribe. We're building men who don't just hear the word, we live it. Stay disciplined, stay obedient, stay with God.